Hey guys, welcome back to Casual Gastronomy. Today we're trying something new and we're baking a dessert.
It is almost winter time here in Illinois, and one of my favorite fruits, the persimmon, is in season. So we're gonna try and make a persimmon galette, which is just like a pie, but instead of being in a round dish, you just kind of pile everything in the center and fold the edges over and bake it, and it's very simple, and I think it's gonna be really delicious. For the dough, we used a slightly modified version of Bon Appetit's extra flaky pastry dough recipe. All you do is combine 1 1/3 cups of flour with 1 1/2 teaspoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1 1/2 sticks of super chill butter that has been cut into small cubes. Pinch the cubes of butter between your fingertips until it resembles wet sand. It's important not to use your palms so that the butter doesn't melt. Finally, drizzle in about 4 tablespoons of ice water and mix it together just until you can press it into a round disc. Be careful not to overwork the dough so that it doesn't lose its tenderness. Once the disc is formed, wrap it in cling film and pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes so that it can cool and relax. Once the dough is rested, roll it into a flat disc about 10 inches in diameter and pop it back in the fridge while you prepare the filling.
While the dough is chilling, prepare your persimmons. Remove the stems, peel the skin, and cut them in half. Then with the cut side flat against the cutting board, cut the persimmon into thick slices. Then transfer the persimmons into a bowl and add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of lime juice, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves, 1 tablespoon of bourbon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of kosher salt. Then mix to combine.
When you're ready to assemble your galette, take the dough out of the fridge and transfer it to the countertop. Lay slices of persimmon from the inside out until they reach about 2 inches from the edge. Then, fold the dough over the persimmons, starting with the top and bottom, then the left and right, then, finally, fold over the corners. We also added a few decorative leaves that we made out of the dough scraps. When it's ready, pop it in the freezer for about 10 minutes to allow it to set. Then, pull it out, brush it with egg wash, sprinkle a little bit of turbinado sugar around the crust, then place it in the center rack of the oven at 425 degrees for about 40 minutes. About halfway through the cooking process, you're going to want to take the galette out, brush it with a little bit more egg wash, and brush on a mixture of about 2 tablespoons of mango jam and 1 tablespoon of bourbon over the persimmons. Let it finish baking and then take it out and let it rest for 30 minutes before cutting and serving. For the whipped mascarpone topping, combine equal parts of mascarpone and heavy cream, we used about 4 ounces of each, with the juice left over from the persimmon mixture, plus a little bit more cinnamon. Then, whisk it until it forms stiff peaks.
So we made persimmon galette.
We did it.
And it was really fun and easy to make. I think my favorite part was making the design and making it look cute.
Definitely, and I am really excited to see how this tastes because I've tried persimmons many times before, but I have never had them cooked and combined with all these interesting flavors and textures, so let's see. Wow, I'm a happy boy right now.
The flavors are really nice. All the spices go really well together.
The crust is so flaky and buttery and crispy, and it's not like overly sweet.
Yeah.
Do you think it was really sweet?
No. I also like how the persimmon isn't super mushy.
It still has a little crunch.
Yeah, because I don't really like mushy textures with fruit. But yeah, it was still had a little crunch to it, so that was cool.
Yeah, and there's like the kind of cool creaminess of the mascarpone bourbon whipped cream, a little bit of saltiness from that little pinch of salt that we added to the persimmons.
Yeah.
It's a really great balance of flavors, and this is honestly probably one of my favorite desserts that I've tried in my life. Period. Period with a T at the end. So that's persimmon galette. I hope that you guys decide to give this a try. It's a unique fruit, and galette is a really simple, easy way to get into baking. So make it, take some pics of it, post it on your Insta, use the hashtag casual gastronomy, and we'll check it out. And don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button if you like these videos. Bye.